that was the turkey dinner. Adventure quest hunt, and now I guess it's time for me to leave the Discord call thing. Maybe leave the bot to, well, I don't know, can I move the bot to like another place? I guess not. Just leave the bot to sing by itself, I guess, for however long it takes that song to end, which will probably be for another short while. But now for me, it is now time to... well, wait a minute, I get an item. What is this? Is this a card from the game? It is. Okay. Alright, here we go. It is now time for me to start this game and continue with it and hopefully get the other... by the other I mean the second third of the game complete, so that I can have the final third of the game complete whenever I do this next, which may or may not be tomorrow, I don't know. I'm gonna have anything else going on at that time. But right now let me see if the... well, for starters, if the controller works, or if I'm gonna have to change any settings with that, or... well, I hope that the extended emulation thing works. It apparently does, okay. I think, no, it was in slot 2, that's right. And, extra cinematics, oh boy. And I think I'm actually gonna have to check the cinematics as a recap as well, because it showed the final cinematic in Simon's story before, but I skipped the first one of the story that comes after that, so let's just get a recap of what happened before and where we are now with this.
I am Simon Belmont. I have come to avenge the death of my parents. I've come to destroy you.
Tell me, how do you plan to do this, Simon Belmont?
This is some nice audio mixing, by the way. Voices totally aren't drowned out by the music or anything.
Power over me, young Belmont. Know this, your father died by my hand. Will you suffer the same fate? You cannot kill me. You will die in vain, just as your father did.
We'll see about that now, won't we?
Good of you to join us, Alucard.
So yeah, I could have guessed also. Hang on a minute. There was something I wanted to change and I immediately forgot what that was. Was it this? It might have been this. Alright, just... and, you know, speaking of the audio levels, adjust a little bit on my end while I pick this next cutscene that I actually skipped, so this would be the first time showing it. Let's see what... now that we switch into the second third of the game, in which we control Alucard, as you see. Or at least this bizarro version of him from this continuity. How did we get to where that scene happened, apparently?
I've been here before. You were here too. Who am I? No. No. I see who I am. Is this to be my fate? Not this. Please, not this. It wasn't supposed to be like this. Tell me where he is.
Well, I mean, if you keep looking up, it wouldn't be too difficult to figure it out, I guess.
It is time for us to meet once more. Father.
Wonder what that could mean. My goodness. Alright. Well, now that we've seen the cinematic, let's actually continue, I guess. You know, in before it somehow loads me back into the cinematic, but no, it didn't. Okay. Instead, we load into the very start of this story, I guess. This background music that I could have sworn was like from a different Castlevania game, but you know, in retrospect, I'm pretty sure it isn't. So as I entered the Great Hall, I felt drawn to the mysterious mirror in the center. It's a terrible vision of a pale man kneeling beside my corpse, examining the last entry on my scroll. I wonder what that could have been about. A pale man, well... Oh yeah, hang on. What if we go into this menu? Can we see our equipment? We can. We have something called Dark Pain, the dark version of the combat cross used by the Brotherhood Elite. Created by the toy maker, brightest pupil of Gandolfi, this parody is a result of decades of research for the metal extracted directly from the Shadow Plane. Extremely hard and perversely sharp, and its full powers awaken only when wielded by a creature of the night. Okay. And I think we kept our health upgrades from the other story, at least. That does carry over. Right, later, lizard. And we can now... I'm pretty sure the air dash works the same way, but... instead of rolling, we just kind of quickly face forward when dodging. Is the game too easy for you? Well... now this game is always difficult, but not for the reasons you may suspect. So what else do we got? Gargoyles leapt from the columns and lighted by my side with a look of curiosity. They chewed with pleasure on my sword and my boots, my helmet and finally a dagger. What fascinated them was a taste of my magic medallion, which is now lost to me. I can tell this just by looking. Oh, speaking of the gargoyles, there they are, but maybe we can just, like, avoid them. Or fight them through the, yep, the boxes. I guess I'll try to fight them. Apparently not too much of an avail, since I didn't really get anything out of that except experience, I guess. Experience which doesn't really matter as much in this game as you might have seen, because all you get from levels is fucking new moves that you don't necessarily need to progress or anything. You still have the ability to use this as a grappling thing. It does carry over from the previous story. Large bell, once located atop the clock tower, was once used to both indicate the time and to send warnings to the inhabitants of the castle of imminent attacks. Alright. So is there anything else down here, or no, I guess not, we have to go up there. Hope I remember how the map note-making mechanics work. Right, so we can go over there, and I guess we must, because I see that we're supposed to go to the left. Okay, never mind, this is how we get over to the left, so we didn't have to... Or we do have to go that way, as I thought we didn't. I'm mildly disappointed at this. Right, so if we have to go that way, then what's down here? Oh, there's nothing. There's absolutely nothing, okay. Sure, I'm glad that I'm trying to find everything. It feels very rewarding, you see. And we can't keep climbing up there, because there's also nothing. Well, at least it's not too difficult to figure this out. Can be very easy though to apparently not have enough momentum and just fall. I know it looked like they were swinging. But forget about all that, because right now we have this. Do you remember the thing that we fought in the prologue? Because apparently it may have undergone a few changes.
Look at what you become. You don't remember me, do you?
Oh boy. Well, apparently not, but... Well, we can try fighting it regardless. Until it does this laser from the butt thing.
I have been waiting for this moment for a very long time. And die!
Alright then. Yeah, that's one overlapping scene, I guess. If you were paying attention during the Simon story, you might remember that scene. Where he's going up the elevator and he sees the other guy just falling. And apparently Alucard doesn't need to breathe, so... pretty much invincible while underwater as long as you don't get attacked. Mystery entry unlocked for the succubus, oh boy. Well, let's check it out, obviously. Appearance of a woman that originates from the underworld and is intent on securing favor with her new master. She awaits the arrival of heroes to seduce, subjecting them to temptation, then ultimately offering them up to her liege lord. And well, that did seem to be the case when we encountered her as a boss at the end of... It's kind of weird. The end of Simon's story, like... It's pretty much the only story that has an enemy like that as the final boss. Might as well map every square of the map here. Wanna miss anything by accident now, would we? There's the way out. But why do we keep going this way? Which evidently we can. Alright. I guess that takes her out, except it doesn't, because I see there's still two little passage down here somewhere that apparently can be explored a little bit further. here. Oh, there's a dead guy in the water, okay. In the last 3 decades, a new shadow has spread, darkening the land. A huge tower higher than Carmilla's proclaims the supremacy of the current Dark Lord, so apparently Gabriel, like, renovated the castle and made a new tower when he became Dracula. Brotherhood soldiers will not rest until this abomination is destroyed along with its current master. Well, so they wanna bring down the castle too, that's interesting. Or at least I must come to that conclusion based on how that is phrased. And well, it kind of makes sense, since apparently in this continuity the castle is, like, demonic. So let's restore our nothingness of health back to full health. And apparently absorb bats into ourselves. You know, use bats against the enemy, press and hold to release far more devastating attacks. So pretty much the same way that the other sub-weapons work. Alucard exercises a strange influence over the castle's bats, which serve him when called upon, rather than, well, I guess like the bat familiar, except that one's just like a few at a time, which, well, I guess is kind of the same thing. They attack a target, hitting it and confusing it for a few brief moments. So kind of like the fairies in the first Lords of Shadow, I don't know. I don't know if I should be trying to look for equivalents like that, if there's any real purpose. Hey. I guess these harpies are different since they scream before shooting, I guess. Or scream rather than shoot, I mean. Wonder what's going on here. Oh yeah. For some reason I thought I had a double jump for a moment. But I remember this isn't, you know, this isn't an actual Metroidvania, this is this game. Scattered throughout the castle I've noticed strange doors adorned with the shape of a beast. These seals seem to have been installed to limit access for the weaker creatures to certain parts of the castle. So there are weird seals that only open to great feats of strength. So it seems. So there's this one right here. Cannot be opened with our current abilities. Oh, but I should make a note of it. Hang on. Just need to remember how to actually do that. Okay. Yes. Make a note, place note. There we go. That's a pretty concise way of communicating what I'm supposed to, I feel. Well, let's see what else we can find. And you know, just like with the first story, which was Simon's story, I want to see if I can obtain all of the secrets and what have you before I move on to the next story, meaning before I fight the final boss of this third of the game. Guillotine Final. Brutal frontal downward attack that ends with a devastating yank of the chain. Okay. Devastating yank of the chain is in order, apparently. The faces of my wife and children haunt me as the darkness surrounds me too late. Oh well. What a shame. Merman tadpole. Oh boy. During hunting forays on the surface, the mermen throw live captives to the rough spring awaiting below the surface. Tadpoles have jaw dimensions similar to that of their parents, which they use to tear apart the bodies of their prey. Okay, so apparently that's what the killer fish in the water are. Their weaknesses, they are apparently... I still don't know what the star means versus a skull. Like, if they're... I'm guessing the skull means that they're weak against that. Alucard will not fight this creature. You know, spoilers. But he will fight the magic book. He will fight the magic book, but not the Night Watchman or the Necromancer or the Succubus, because those are bosses. It would be weird if they would just straight up reuse the boss. Not that it would be unthinkable, though. So now what? Because apparently there's no way to go that way. Can't keep going up here, and yeah, there's no way. I'm guessing I either have to look down there again, or I have to check something here. Or maybe I have to fall here, I don't know. Oh yeah, here we go. Didn't even realize this would be here. Oh. Now can you please let go of that? There. It's kind of obvious I'm not going to be able to do it. Just got these fuckers getting in the way. These electric mermen, apparently. Which we can't attack while they're electrified. Kind of figured that would be the case. At least not if they're in the front. If we're hitting them through a different enemy, then I guess it's fine. Guess that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Just remember that I can do a guard break. I'll probably be making more use of that. Considering, alright, let's try it now. Oh, spooky. Oh, there's something down here, hang on. Oh, there's one of these killer tadpoles, apparently, but... forced to assume there is more based on the fact that, you know, there's that icon on the map. Which, yes, might be fairly evident, indicates when there's supposed to be something to find. It became necessary to build a small raft to reach the other side. We used our armors as improvised oars until the water monsters snatched them away from us. Get rid of our weapons and try to swim to the shore in the hope that some would survive. Well, I don't know how well that worked out. Evidently they were already aware of the compromise. Alright. If there is something here, I'm guessing I can't actually reach it yet because I don't see anything. Also, this head thing might be a reference to Dracula's second form in Castlevania 3, where he's like a bunch of heads coupled together. I see that there's another one that's actually launching the fire there, but that might be the reference. And, you know, incidentally, that head, I'm pretty sure, looked like the quintessence from Transformers the movie, so there's that. And one of its attacks was like that. Well, I don't know, I almost said part of its attacks. I guess that's not technically incorrect, but it can be phrased better. By like that, I mean like spitting stuff down on you. Right, let's do the minecart again. That's rude. Okay, I was trying to let go, but then that happened. Oh boy. Am I even supposed to be trying to kill them? I don't know if that's the case or if I should just like use my side weapon or something. Oh yeah. Just realized that out of these squares is a square that has the question mark that I don't know what it means. So maybe I should drop down on that point when I'm on the minecart. Oh wait, I see it now. It's right there. Harpy leader. Alright, so it's a different enemy. Only the best Harpy warriors live long enough to proclaim themselves leaders of the flock. The changes to their physical form include color changes to their wings and an ear-piercing shriek that can root or to the spot. Alright. Color changes to the wings, I guess. You know, as is natural in all sorts of creatures. Alright, let's try this again. Let me try to speak in spite of the fact that, you know, even though I've been awake for less than... Actually, how long have I been awake? For less than 6 hours, I'm fairly certain. My brain's still telling me that I should be being overtaken by drowsiness at this point, I guess. That's very convenient. Right, that ear-piercing shriek has a very short range, apparently. But apparently they can also do a swoop that has pretty much no warning. That's good to know. Looks like we can hang into something up there, maybe, or maybe not, I don't know. Possibly not. Like there's something up above the, you know, this level. With a secret, yeah, there's a secret there, and I have no idea how to reach it, but I have to presume I will be able to, might be able to eventually. So the two secrets that we have not yet found here are already marked on the map. But we're gonna have to backtrack to this point at some moment, regardless, because of, you know, the fact that we know for a fact that one of those things is unobtainable right now with our current abilities, so not a big deal if we just let one of them go. Or leave one of them untouched right now. Electric Merman. A elite group of mermen have adapted skin membranes that generate powerful electrical currents. Whilst on land, they can conduct this electricity through the wet ground. Or just not. depends on their mood, I suppose. Also depends on the game's mood to let you know whether they're even there or not. Or even let you know. Alternatively, you can just be running ahead of the camera, which is apparently very easy to do, and then my superiors demand that I search these rusty pipes to look for the corpse of a missing comrade. He was the bearer of an important message. Sadly, all I've found is a scroll consumed by mold. Oh well, that's a shame. Oh yeah, like that. So the camera stays rooted to one spot, and then when it catches up to you, all of a sudden there's a guy in your face. That's a very nice piece of game design there. Bien hecho, tíos. Oh, and Perdix execution involves sucking the blood, I guess. Which sadly does not seem to recover health. Right, hang on. Oh, shit. Oh. Sure, okay, I can see why this is here. It's probably there to avoid what just happened to me, full damage, but I was not able to make use of that. Let's see. What I want to see is what happens if I try to go up here, which I can't. I need where's the thing? Hang on. Yes, that one. Edit text. There. Oh, it's not working. Hang on. Okay, it's officially not working. I have no idea why. It's not giving me the controller prompt, and it's not... Oh, wait a minute. Maybe if I use the... Oh no, there it goes. I don't know why it failed before, but apparently it did. So now I very slowly and invisibly, because the software capture doesn't capture this part, have to make my notes. There we go. Need climb because can't actually get up here yet. Still don't understand why it doesn't just let you, use the keyboard to make the notes, like the actual keyboard. Yeah, apparently there's something here that I can't access yet either. I wonder what that could be about. Also, hello, Zero. Oh. Apparently, well, I can see the pressure down there, but I don't understand how we get to it. I'm sure it'll make sense eventually. I don't remember the abilities that you get with Alucard in this. Oh, that's convenient. Discover the mist form. You can use it to recover life again. I don't understand how you use it to recover life, though. Okay, we got the Fleeman formation here. Yeah. Alright, there we are. So we can try the bats. How do we try the bats, actually? I forget. be, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. Well, they actually do damage. I thought they were just for, like, distraction. We can actually, like, punch from that shield. That seems kind of counterintuitive, but alright, so... Oh, we can... Okay, apparently we recover health when we use this to, like, go through shit. Doesn't really make sense, but okay. Sure. Well, does this try to handwave it in any way? Let me see. Alucard can divide his body into millions of particles, thus avoiding enemy attacks and reinforcing his dodge ability. He can absorb the life force of all creatures and go through barred doors. Okay. Opening areas of the castle only available to the vampires of Dracula's domain, so apparently he absorbs the life force of all creatures. That's the justification for that. So I wonder why he couldn't do that, you know, in Symphony when he had mist form in that game. Well, he could become a poison cloud of mist eventually, but I don't think he, like, leeches life of the enemies. Pretty much only does that with hidden spell moves, so... Oh boy, do I want to go that way? What if I just ignore that? Oh jeez. Sure, a lot of these. Sure take a long time to kill. Okay. So I guess this is the same kitchen area that Simon came through before. When this growing worse and the infection is spreading, I feel too weak to fight and cannot recharge my magic medallion. All I can do now is sit and pray that my soul will join those of the rest of my comrades quickly. This is like a 2D God of War, I guess. I don't know why they like try to keep this combat style and didn't just, you know... From a design standpoint, I legitimately think it would have been easier to, you know, go back to the traditional Metroidvania style, like Symphony style for this game, but apparently the Spaniard people who made this didn't think so. The wolves fell upon me with savagery, throwing me violently to the ground. One of them squeezed my neck in its jaws, somehow without breaking it. Feel each bite rip away part of my flesh. Okay. My faith, well... Also, fun fact is, the people who made this game, I'm pretty sure are the same people who made the Metroid 2 remake that came out for the 3DS not too long ago. That's apparently not, I don't know, apparently not too bad from what I've heard, but I have yet to try it out. Well, I hope it's better than this at any rate. Yeah, puzzles. This mode, this story has a few more of those. Such as magnetism. Alright, can we get to the other side? We can. But we can't actually weigh that down like I thought we would. I thought it was gonna be the thing on the right that we needed to weigh down, not on the left. Also fire. Fire, and I have to assume nothing else over to the right because we can't jump over the fire, or at least I don't think it's probably a good idea to try. And apparently a strong enough current of air to push a heavy block like that around. So what follows here? Oh, well, time for a scene that we technically saw before, just from a different perspective this time.
It's not possible.
Well, apparently it's not possible. Unfortunately, though, I think it is possible. Right, so puzzle time. Let's see, what exactly are we trying to do here? I actually have no idea. Let's see, if we pull the lever... Okay, we can like move the blocks this way. That's what the spots are for. But what are we trying to do with the blocks? Let me see. There's a corpse over here, probably with a hint for the solution if we don't feel like doing this. Clue 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, we're not gonna get a clue though. Surely I can avoid it, having to resort to that. Alright, you know, it would help though if I knew what I was trying to do. Yeah, well, it's fine. I think want to get the fire block over to the top floor on this side. It looks like that might be a good idea. But I don't even know. Right, what happens if I try to move this? Actually, what happens if I try to move this block over to the upper level on that side? Can I get to the upper level on that side, or... It doesn't look like I can, is the thing. What if I move the... Actually, hang on. What if I move the up? Oh, again, I can't jump over the fire block. I thought I was going to do more damage. More damage, to be honest with you, but... What happens if I move this over here? Can I burn this? I can't burn that. And that is how we get the... Okay, now that the wind block is down there. I'm just gonna take the hit, fuck it. I can use the thing to... apparently push air into this pipe, and... Or not. Does that not count as pushing air into the pipe, somehow? What if I move this stuff again? Oh. Okay, now we have those two things next to each other. Guess, I don't need to move the... I don't need to move this block off of the place it was in before, because it already has, it's already in the right place. Or that's, you don't have to do that to get it off of that place, what I was trying to say before. My brain actually found the correct configuration of words to express that with right now. I think what you have to do though is this. You know, if this thing worked for actually putting air in the pipe, which apparently doesn't, I still don't understand why. Should be able to push the fire block over to the right, so then it burns the hand that's right there, doesn't it? I would imagine, because I don't really see why else I would need this wind block down here. I don't know, maybe there's something else that I need to... Like, you know, that, what do you call it? That magnet block over on the left. I have the feeling that I need to get that down to the... down to a lower level somehow, but I don't really see how. Because it's out in reach of the grabby hand mechanism right now. So how the fuck do I do that? Alright, so if I leave this here, because I do see like a switch or a weight of some kind that, or something that I'm not sure what to call it, but something that needs to be way down here, but it's to the right of where the platform is. So I'm not really sure how to get it over there without the, you know, the magnet block at least. I don't believe that I myself can get up there. I don't see a way up. If I move this around and see if it burns anything. Just by moving it around. It seems like a good plan. Good plan, that's apparently not gonna be to any avail. Actually, hang on a minute, maybe if I use the... Hang on a minute, now I got an idea. First bring that thing down to the middle, and now... What if I move the wind block? What if I use this to propel myself up there? Maybe that works. Oh yeah, there we go. Well, obviously. And now all I gotta do is... Well, all I gotta do, quote unquote. Okay, what I need to do is... Yep, put this over to the left here. Bring that up there. And now I can bring that magnet block down to the lower level, which is what I'm gonna do, I'm pretty sure. I can put that out of the way. And then bring this thing back up to the middle level. And now that that's there, I can actually use the magnet block to move it over to where this pressure pad thing is. And apparently that's what I had to do to open up the windpipe thingy. So now that I bring the fire block back up, presumably all I gotta do is put the wind block back over to... Oh, there's a ledge there. That's probably what I'm supposed to grab. Bring this thing back over to the middle, and now it will probably work. And burn that, and I think that's a puzzle. So So all that time that we spent doing that is apparently just in time for this battle downstairs to have ended. Down below, I guess. Not really downstairs.
Is it him? What is he doing here?
Yeah, I wonder. Right, well, that was an exciting non-encounter. And now we get the theater again, I guess. See, I thought Alucard was gonna fight the puppets. You know, the bestiary lied. New skill unlocked. I wonder what it could be. I'm sure I'll get a lot of use out of it. Spitting Chain Final. It sucks up all nearby enemies and continues with a ground chainsaw attack. Okay. Hope it works. So what do we got here? Mysterious voice invited me to sit down. I had a perfect front row seat. Show began with a procession of wooden figures depicting the sad tale of a toy maker. Show ended and the curtain closed. I applauded, lost in thought, and without realizing that beside me sat dozens of these puppets all applauding along with me. Well, apparently he did realize. Or else he wouldn't have thought that. I'd have to presume that, yeah, that's the only thing that's there, or that was there. So now I just remove myself. And try to ignore the fact that apparently there's a teleporter thing right here that doesn't work yet, though. Boy, I think it might be time for the first boss encounter in this story. Let's see. Let's see how terribly painful this is gonna be. It's a massive rat creature man that was like a plague doctor, but for some reason transformed into what you see before you right now. So that's how that works. I remember this being very much about pattern reading. Oh yeah, he launches scavens, and he launches like maggots that turn into, or don't turn into anything, they explode. Those things. Okay, so it's gonna show its butt to us, which I suppose is our prompt to do this, and then get swallowed up. Oh boy, and just pop out like that, because that seems sensible. Okay, and apparently we can't like jump over it or anything, so we get all cornered up like that. Oh, except now, apparently now we run. Alright. Sure. He seems sensible. See, we're all the way over here. We don't need to run. Okay, now we need to run. But only for a short length of time. You know, for some reason I remember this being so much harder when I played the first time. Like maybe it's because I was playing with keyboard and mouse. I don't remember if I like beat the whole game with keyboard and mouse. I want to say yes, but I'm not really sure. Oh boy, now what? Now just sprays more of its maggots, exploding organ bits. It has enough to go around, apparently. Okay, there I just missed my one and only chance to hurt that thing. Yeah, I'm guessing you only get like this one chance to hurt it when it comes down, and then okay, never mind. Apparently it's not going back up immediately like it did before. Because now it's different for some reason. And it's just gonna keep doing this forever, I guess. Never mind the fact that just keep doing this over and over as a response to that. I get the feeling that, had this been one of the 3D games, there would have been a series of quick time events, but instead I had to pretty much do nothing while that was going on, so there's that. Now we have the Shadow Claws. When the infected blood of the Reaver spread through Alucard's veins, claws grow out of the tips of his fingers. That's how that works. You can descend slowly down chasms and climb certain walls. Certain shiny walls such as this. So it's a wall jump, I guess. New Visteri entry unlocked, Reaver. Remains of the Night Watchman transform into a creature with a voracious appetite and insatiable need to move through the rooms of the castle in search of meats, with which to strengthen itself. Its putrid body covered with a dense mop of hair hide the true nature of its supernatural origin, formed from hundreds of corpses it has devoured. When it had the time to do that is unknown, since apparently it just... If you remember the cutscene, it just apparently grew into that immediately after being defeated as the very first boss of the game. So apparently at that in that 5 seconds or so it devoured hundreds of corpses from nothing, I suppose. I'm forced to assume is the case. Hey look, the clock hands are turning in 2 different directions, isn't that wacky? Wonder what this could be about. Discovered the wolf form. So apparently we had it within us all along, we just had to be spooked to actually discover it. That's convenient. And now that we have the wolf form, I can rip out those things. And yeah, we can't actually jump on these platforms because, as you can see, they keep getting electrified very quickly. And now that we have the wolf form, we can just rip these doors open and just smash them like that. It doesn't even take or use up any magic to do that, which is Surprising. Electricity traps that protect the clock are just too fast for me. If only I could stop time, then I would be able to climb to the top without a hindrance. Mastery of time is a fool's hope in this dark and evil domain, even though I think he's implying that it wouldn't be if it were, in any other place. I don't know what to think of that. Fed by an inner rage, Alucard can unleash the beast within when fighting his enemies. In this state, Alucard increases his combat strength substantially and gains the ability to destroy doors marked with the face of the wolf. Sure does. Also we get a portrait of Beauty and the Beast character in the back there. Who is apparently the toy maker, even though... Like we only see him for like 2 seconds at some point, and then comes back for Lord of Shadow 2, where he's way less involved in the backstory, but it's also the only game where he actually has lines, so there's that. I don't know why they had to have, I don't know, that character here. I sure do like being able to target the books that are giving these buffs to the enemies. Except when I actually can't do that. Alright. Might be something we can do here, but maybe not. Didn't miss a grapple point over here, did I? Guess not. Gonna have to ignore the fact that apparently there's, a big chunk of the map that I haven't... That has not been opened up to me yet. Also, I do not want to fall in the gears, thanks. Doesn't seem like a very good thing for the conservation of self-integrity. Okay, I guess this is supposed to be this game's take on those platform sets. Here in some of the classic Castlevania games that, oh boy, that result in that. That's like flip around when you jump on them. Well, I wanted to go down there, but actually, how do I get down there? Hang on. Okay, that's how I do it, apparently. Amongst all the other puppets, I have discovered one that is different from the rest. Looks like a young boy around 8 years old who spends a day playing hide and seek like my dearly departed son Edward. His gestures remind me a lot of him. He even whistles his favorite songs. Oh boy. Literally, oh boy. Wonder what that could be about. Right, so now that we've done away with that extra scroll, let's see what else we have here. See, there's like a cage with a thing. Down there. Don't know if we can get it up here or what. Oh shit. Oh shit. Guessing that's a yes. Okay. Gotta magic upgrade, it looks like. What else is there? There's like 5 things to find on this map, oh boy. It's not gonna be the most fun thing, is it, backtracking through here to try and get everything. Well, let's see what we got here, at least. Here, besides those jets of steam or gas or whatever it is that take way too long to die down. They cut the wood, then they polish them, connecting them together with iron nails, and they add a coat of paint and assemble the blades. Finally, a human soul is introduced and a spell cast upon them. Magical strings control their will, and then the procedure is complete. Seems convenient. I'm guessing we actually have to go this way. Yep, but what if we don't want to go this way? Oh, okay. We land right there. That's what. We land in that precise location, right? So what if we want to go check what's behind this door instead? Will I be able to avoid a health upgrade? Well, I definitely don't want to go without this. I'll tell you what. Okay. Okay. Well, that's why we don't want to go without health upgrades, because we can need them. I also want to smash through these murals. I don't know if that was a window or not. Like, translucent, at least. Definitely not transparent. Window to another part of this indoor structure. Seem to be the product of a cross between werewolves, vampires, and humans in different states of gestation. Oh boy. What diabolic experiments were they doing in this place? Frankenstein's mark is upon this place forever. And more of these rails that we can't actually use right now. And whatever this is, let's take a look. With the stopwatch, we can use it to slow down enemies and traps, and apparently we can increase its effect with holding B, alright. And why wouldn't we, I guess. And here's another one of these teleportation things that we can't actually access yet, because we can't actually use them until we get to the hub that has a bunch of them in one place. Oh, and we fell. Well, this is a good combination. Well, this is a good combination. This is fine. Okay, there we are. What else did I get? Oh, the stopwatch. Stopwatch, and apparently there's one more thing that I have yet to find. Amongst the most demented inventions of the toy maker is the stopwatch, made with vampire plasma and powered by blood. They release their sinister magic when broken. Alright, apparently we can find more of them. I'm just gonna go ahead and grab this, and I do kind of want to take another quick look at the ledges up here. I feel like there should... oh, never mind. Should be a way to... well, we can use the mist form to get past that, but what is down here to the right? Oh, there's a life chest. And then there's another one of these laser platform things. That's not so reassuring. Alright. But then what? Okay, that's what. Can I grab the health font again? Or I guess... oh no, it has. I was gonna say it looks like it hasn't recharged yet, but apparently it did. Is that everything? I guess it is. I guess that really is just for going back. Don't know why they put an extra laser there. Oh, of course. Or at least it is easy enough to just go back. At least they do give you lots of health funds because they know you're gonna get your ass kicked with this. And these encounters. It's not a very pleasant thing. Right, so now that we have the stopwatch, should be able to complete our destiny here. And by complete our destiny, I of course mean be able to collect these things. Okay. To collect, and by collect I mean traverse these things. A new bestiary entry unlocked, Hunchback Troop. So let's wait for that to run out. The effect of the stopwatch right now. Let's read this. When threatened, the Hunchbacks come together to form a greater force. After drawing lots for their combat positions, they charge blindly against any creature that is hostile. Never separate and never give up until they have a new corpse to add to the soup. Okay. Oh shit. Oh well. Should be enough. There we go. So get up here. And with any luck that should be... I don't know if it's gonna turn off the electricity down there, but hopefully it does. It's gonna turn these things on apparently. We can now use the magnetic rail system, which I guess we couldn't before. Now before well, let's do it here. There we go. We'll have a spider ball ability. And get a new magic upgrade. shit. Okay, hang on. Let's say apparently maybe I missed something else here in the platforms I didn't take to get up the electrified platforms. Apparently I didn't. Apparently they both lead to the same place. They're just a little bit out of sight when you actually manage to get up there. Alright, so on to the toy maker's workshop we go, with this giant face in the stained glass window in the back. And apparently mirrored as well. You know, mirroring assets. Subtly enough, I suppose, but still fairly noticeable. For love, come on. And apparently there's something down below where I am right now. I have no idea how I would collect that. I don't know if I'm even gonna want to bother with that right now. Maybe if I hang off the... hang on. I'm trying to get on the platform now, yeah. And then hang off this platform to see if this thing down here will ever cease. Something tells me that it will not. Never mind. Oh, shit, okay. Oh, double shit. See, it's pretty complicated to try and control that. Hanging on to those things, because the thing is, I don't know if the game wants me to hold down a button or, like, toggle it. It seems to alternate between that, because sometimes, like, right there, I held down the button, which is right trigger, and apparently that was not good enough. Oh, for fuck's sake, I gotta do this again. That's wonderful. Okay. But still, when I got to it again, I had to tap it again so I could actually get off the line. I really don't know what the intended usage is. I couldn't begin to tell you what the... oh, for fuck's sake. The alternate use of these two control schemes in this later part was like, let me see if I can express what my process is. Okay, I'm holding down right trigger right now. I am releasing, and that happened. Okay, when I released it, when I released it there, nothing happened, and I had to press it again to actually switch between the thing I was on and the next one. Let's see what happens here. Released. Okay, I am not holding right trigger right now. I don't know why that hit me, but okay. I think I need more of this. Okay, this is familiar territory. We're in that room we've already been in. Just access it through a much less convenient way. Right here, hang on. If I tap right trigger, she seems to stay under most of the time, but sometimes she just falls when I let go. Oh well, at any rate, let's see. Right, that takes care of that. I'm going to assume that every time I need to, yeah. I need to open up one of these wolfy doors, then that means it's an optional thing. Oh boy, what have we got here? We got another puzzle, it looks like. Let's see exactly how this is gonna go. Got orbs. Orbs as Simon tries to dodge the bosses from the previous Castlevania games. Okay, we got clues here, presumably. But I'm not gonna get. To remember this being a bit more of a pain because it's, you know, a bit more straightforward what you gotta do, which means obviously that gotta put a bit more of a complicated spin on it, I don't know. So there's like 3 or 4 variables, well there's only 2 base variables here, but levers move 3 of these orbs slightly at a time. But you can also move around these, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these that you can move around as you see. And I think the objective is to get light all the way up to the top there. Reflected off one of the top middle ones. Seems like it should be simple enough, but I don't know. If I do this, it seems like it. No, wait. The problem with that, the problem with that is that that apparently moved one of the things on the right too, which I didn't know if it would. But it did. All right. Apparently the 2 I'm looking at are always gonna move in unison, so that's not gonna work. What if I move this one again? Because let me see, which 3 does this move? It moves that one, it moves that one, and it moves the one up there on the left. Okay. And which one does the other one move? Is what I want to know now. It moves that one and that one, and it also moves the one up on the right, near the end there, I don't know. So if I do it like this, I basically can't, or can I? Hang on, what happens if I do this? There we go, that works. Kind of, actually, if I have it like this, and I think all I gotta do is move that one, that's almost the last one in the sequence, and slightly to the left, and there we go. That takes care of that. Pretty much the only 2 big puzzles in this game that I remember. Don't think there are any more.
Don't come any closer.
You helped me once before, and now you do so again. Why? Who are you?
Apparently he's right there.
Your father was one of the greatest Brotherhood warriors that ever lived. Yet he could not defeat Dracula. What makes you think that you can?
Answer me. Did you know my father?
This I promise. You shall not stand alone against him.
Alrighty then. Resurrection room is apparently where we've gone off to now. And we got something new in the inventory, oh yeah. Cannot manifest the same level as power as his father, and relies on a man-made weapon created by one of its greatest alchemists, yet it lacks certain abilities still, this improved version. He can grip into magnetic rails, settle there at the castle, and lead to new places. So there you go. We also got Chain Shredder. No, we need to do that in the air. That's what that attack was. Okay, see this? I can at least get some use out of, I think. Seen an enormous beast carrying several human bodies. I hear the cries echoing in the dark, the howl in pain, begging for mercy, and some pray for their souls. Then silence must do something supernatural with their bodies, removing their souls so that the Time Maker can use them for his new puppets. Well, seems like an efficient way to go about it. You know, speaking of that, let's take a look in here. I think we got another boss fight already.
I knew it couldn't be that easy. Much better. This way, I'll be able to deliver your remains to the Time Maker, so he can have some fun.
Alright, so, if you remember the Demon Lord. Because this is what it looks like now. A little bit different. Boy. No, yeah, he's gonna do the slam down thing. I thought he was gonna do something else for some reason. Okay, this one. That when he does the butt laser, that's when you get to use the rail. Which is not something you had before, which is why the little scripted fight you have against him at the start of this story is pretty much something you're forced to lose. Boy.
I am now more powerful than ever.
Oh yeah, I believe that, right. Oh. I'm actually not sure what we're supposed to do here. Just destroy these things, or do we have to... Oh, this isn't working out. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that laser attack, and I think I died. Yep. Let's try that again. I think it checkpoints you depending on how far into the world. No, it doesn't. Never mind. So this is gonna be interesting to be sure. I'm pretty sure I had more health than this when the fight started. What happened? I don't think I lost that much health already. Yeah. Alright, there we go. She managed to dodge that the first time. Alright. So I can't block that apparently. Let's get it. I have to assume that, yes I do, just keep smacking them like so, okay. Right, maybe now it'll checkpoint me. I get the feeling that that was the... he actually healed before. Oh shit. Well, I'm gonna die now because... it's just one more hit and I'm dead. already made it to this next part, but well, now I'm definitely gonna die. Because, you see... this thing needs to be destroyed, and I need to do... it needs to happen without that happening, so yeah, there was no chance. Oh, well, that's a good way to start off after a checkpoint. No. See, I realized too late what was happening there. I honestly don't know exactly what they expect you to do here, like... can't block that. But if you don't stay here, if you actually go all the way around, you're not gonna have enough time to destroy this before the checkpoint or the time that you have to do that is up. So I don't really know. Like maybe use the stopwatch. I don't know, doesn't really matter. Oh, okay. Just gonna keep doing that. And now we have a lot less room to move around, so you know. Oh, did I get knocked back by one of the hits into another hit? And died right away. Okay. So I get the feeling I'm gonna have to redo the quick points now. The quick time event from the checkpoint, I guess, is what I was thinking. Okay, sure. See, I can't actually dodge or block if I'm moving in a direction, which apparently takes a long time to stop moving once you do start moving. Which makes it just a little bit inconvenient that the button for dodging and blocking is the same one. Oh, we're speaking aesthetically or utilitarian. Right, finally. Do I have to do anything, or do I have to do some quick time stuff? I don't know. I guess we're gonna do this. Get wings. Couldn't have accomplished that any other way, I suppose. Obtain the demonic wings. We'll be able to jump higher with them. I guess it's like the dark seraph shoulders from the first Lords of Shadow. Alucard has acquired the ability to invoke a pair of dark wings with which to make a second jump in the air and glide slowly to the ground. So, okay, now we can double jump and glide like so. Could possibly have escaped here before that. Now in the vampire's tower. Oh boy. Have these stylized noble person paintings in the background. Oh yeah, that thing. So that thing in the background with the ball and chain dragging thing apparently makes its appearance in more than one room, which I did not remember happened. Like, I wonder if it's still gonna be there in the third story. Right, so we can get in there. Is there any place else we can go, though? I wonder. Well, thanks, music, for that. See, that time the honk didn't come from a car alarm outside, it came from the music itself. Oh, yeah, I was wondering if that was possible. Sure, I'm glad I was able to confirm that. Then apparently there's something up there. I wonder how I would be able to obtain it. Actually, not sure if there's even like any other abilities that I'm gonna get for this story. So for all I know, well, it probably is for one. Oh, good. Probably is at least one, since I think the whip description is not complete yet. But what I'm trying to say is, for all I know, I can already get them. The treasure I sighted back here. That's what I'm trying to say, oh boy. See, I woke up really late today. I don't know why streaming makes me sleepy, I guess. It's just a pathological thing. Alright, deadly steam, please don't kill me this time. Now instead I will go over here. There we go. And use my incredible gliding ability to get over here. Oh shit. And get the gargoyle's bestiary entry, which I guess I didn't have before. From their stone nests perched high up on the castle, the gargoyles patiently watched many battles, triumphs, and defeats. Centuries after being sculpted, the enigmatic toymaker gave them the gift of life, enabling them to finally use their knowledge of war, which I guess they were able to retain from the time that they weren't alive somehow. Because that's how that works. Alright, so what do we got over here? I wonder. Oh, that's what we got over here. Okay, good. So that's another one of those things where, like, I don't know if maybe it's because I'm using the PS4 controller instead of actually using an Xbox controller, which is what the game expects you to use. Pretty much every PC game that uses a controller uses that as a standard, or supports a controller, I guess. But it's like, I don't know, when I tap R2, which is, you know, the equivalent to right trigger. It needs to be only very, very slightly tapped to register as a button press. There's like very little resistance between the nothing is happening and something is happening point. I don't know if I'm not really sure how to phrase this. Like, I feel like compared to the Xbox controller, it's very easy to go. It's a lot easier to go from like 0 to 1. Where 1 is, there is any pressure happening at all. And it probably doesn't help that I've also used this to, you know, for PS2 emulation, but the difference is that the PS2 version of a DualShock doesn't have like pressure sensitive shoulder buttons, I don't think. As far as I know, so it's just like a button. It doesn't have like an axis or anything. And there are times such as in, you know, in God of War, which is a timely reference while I'm playing this game, where you have to mash R2. And in order for that to register with this controller, you actually have to very very quickly get to that very slight pressure point. I'm, taking away from this masterful character design that has just been thrust upon us here. So maybe I shouldn't do that. Oh, okay. Just decided to come down to the ground. Right, that was a vampire, and now there's another one. I guess this is what vampires look like in this world. Oh, there are 3 strikes, even though there were only 2 in the previous unblockable combo that the other guy did. Okay, no, there's like a combo with 2 blockables and 1 unblockable, and then there's shorter combo with 2 unblockables, alright. Good to know. Oh. We're gonna turn it around on them, I guess. Diablerie. Diablerie, which does not really restore our health as you would kind of expect it to. For shame. Oh, that didn't do anything. Are you launching your sword beams at me? Why do I have to fight 2 of you at once? I don't want to fight 2 of you at once. It's not an enjoyable affair. Oh, okay. Oh, we can also do the sword combos in the air. I actually did not realize. Oh, okay. It's okay, so that hits me even if I'm below it. That's good to know. That's very reassuring. Okay, how many attacks do they have? They keep like breaking out new moves like that. Alright, sure. I should probably be using the mist form to recover health or something, but who needs to be alive, So now what? Oh, there we go. Right, so I should be able to get past this door. It clearly looks like there's something behind it. Well, I need to open it from the other side. And, same thing here. It looks like there's something behind there, but so we're just going to ignore that then. I really don't like the level design for this part. It feels very... I don't know how else to describe it. Oh, we've reached an exit, I guess. The throne entrance. An entrance which is also an exit. Let me guess we need to... let me guess, but I'm pretty sure I remember from having played this before that I think we need to collect some keys here. Before we're actually able to... for fuck's sake. Alright. See, at least they don't really penalize you for dying or anything. You can just kind of keep trying. Well, they do penalize you that you have to force to restart the room from the beginning. But beyond that, there's pretty much nothing that really happens. And yeah, I can definitely see myself being able to get out of this. Thank you, game. Alright. Just use the bats. You know what, use the stopwatch. Fuck it. Might as well make some kind of use of this and waste it all on iframes, right? That's good. Let me try that one more time, like hopefully more effectively this time. Or not. Actually, fuck it, what if I stay all the way over here? I'm pretty sure he won't come here, like... If I stay just far enough to the... near the edge here, they will be, like, reluctant to approach me because their AI and the grid lining that they do won't allow them to move that far ahead of me. So I can just cheat. Seems like a pretty apropos way to do it at this point. Oh, okay. Just gonna slap you in the face if you try to do that. Right, one of them's down, at least. You know what, I should just use this, the fucking mist form. I'm completely forgetting that I can even do this. Actually recover health, but you know, unlike the other Lords of Shadow games, I can't actually recover health while attacking, which seems kind of a... It could work, but not when it goes against a standard that every other game in the series has kept. Standardized moveset, I guess. I think they just use the old school layout with new school mechanics, well, I don't know. Like, platforming just on any of these games doesn't really work all that great. I don't really know to what extent, if you use these mechanics in particular, you could replicate the... Oh, for fuck's sake. Replicate the... you know, fall damage in platformers is also a great thing. Replicate the old school, I don't know, platforming, I guess. You know, going on from that. So that's kind of a big part of it, but it all, for fuck's sake. Well, that was very challenging, thank you. Alright, here we fucking go, alright. So, to open up this door, we need to fill up these two things, which I think is going to require us to go back to other parts of the castle. Find the two blood orbs that open this door. Need to find a blood orb and place it here. Your objective has appeared on the map. Alright, so... It has it. Like, where do we need to go? Does it even show? Okay, there's one there. So if I examine the other one, there'll be another one that shows up on the map too. Let me see. I didn't see it, so... And I only see one objective room, so I don't know, maybe I have to collect them one at a time. What about this place, though? Apparently this place that I'm at right now, that is the throne entrance. Oh, here we go. It can look like didn't have this whole place explored yet. And you know, why don't they give you any weapons that don't involve the use of magic that can allow you to... Oh, there is something there. That can allow you to, what do you call it? To do more damage than just regular weapons. When the doors to the Shadow Plane were opened, a horde of bloodthirsty creatures invaded our world, terrorizing mankind. Made up of pure darkness, apparently, so they're the Heartless. They feed on the fear of their victims, who they tear apart and devour without mercy. Alright. Don't know if those things actually show up outside like the prologue, though. I don't remember. But yeah, I don't know why they put fucking experience in this game and try to make it more RPG mechanics to at least make it look like the old Castlevanias, but then when you actually play it, you find out that that basically means nothing. It's just an aesthetic thing. Must find the orbs that Dracul created with his blood, only then can I break the dragon's seal and face him once and for all. Entrusted to their fellow vampires, the magic spheres must be kept hidden somewhere in this tower under the watchful eye of the guards. Okay. So maybe the other vampires will know where they went. Alright, there we go. And this is how we unlock a shortcut to make sure that we don't have to do what? Where am I right now, actually? I'm not sure. And why is there... Oh, I was gonna say, why is there a secret marker here? But then I realized I hadn't actually gone down here yet. Christ my heart, why not? I'll take that. How many things are there here? I already have all of them. Okay. But I haven't filled out the map completely yet, other said. And once again, there are two of these fuckers at the same time. There's some great tidings for me. Alright, so it doesn't help either that your magic in this game, aside from being much less useful, runs out faster than ever. It's pretty much, I don't know, pretty much every mechanic of this game is pretty subpar. Even oh my fucking god, there's 3, okay. Compared to the mechanics of the games in the same sub-series. Oh, I got my magic back at some point, I don't know when that happened. To be quite honest with you. Okay, I'm trying to, you know, there we go. And I'm out of magic, right, so... I'm dead. The other one does an attack that I forgot what it did. Until it was too late. There we go. So what did I get in my log here? Chain barrier, devastating combination area of area arc attacks. Yeah, I don't know that this is gonna destroy every enemy in its path, but I guess it's better than not having it. Alright, let's see. Vampire's Tower. Use the stomp skill to dodge aerial attacks. Oh yeah, you can do that. I completely forgot that this was a thing. Because the game never really draws your attention to it, except in, you know, really infrequent messages like those. Alright, so... looks like there might be something else up here. I wonder what that could be. Get a magic upgrade, alright. Apparently nothing down here, nothing that we can get past at any rate. Oh, okay. Just put me right in front of a drop like that. That seems sensible. Just as sensible as the indication that apparently there's a thing here. A secret here, but it's on the other side, so I can even get it from here. Alright. Alright then. I remember the elephant statues. Night Vampire. Following the death of Carmilla and Laura, a new lineage of vampires arose in the castle, formed via a deep bond with their new lord. Their species is characterized by its cunning, speed, and savage cruelty in combat. Next stage of a vampire evolution has produced a species that is both beauty and a beast with an insatiable bloodlust. Alright. If you say so. Look into the Castillo. Just gonna take your word for it. Great, okay. Can't get up there like this way, can we? Nope. I mean, we could have done that if we had unlocked the shortcut, but we haven't, so just gotta go ahead and rush back. I'm not even gonna bother fighting these fuckers. I don't want to fight them if I don't have to. I guess this ledge falling over made a new place for us to climb at least. Oh, sure, thanks. Alright, come on, there we go. Sure do love this. These jumps, so that didn't even open the door. That's just for this, okay. I suppose if it works, I can live with that. That's if it works, which it almost didn't, because the way the camera like just lags behind you a lot of the time is also one of the problems I have with this. It stops you from seeing when there's an enemy in your face and when you're gonna fall off like that. Came through the windows like black mist, carrying women under their dark wings. Those who were unconscious were laid on the table, the rest were toyed with as they tried to escape. The game was a depraved version of hide and seek that always ended the same way, the girls' throats open and their captors enjoying their blood. Alright. More violence against women in video games. Even though it's not actually depicted or anything. Oh boy, it looks like we got one of the things we need to collect in this room. That's right to the right of where we are, but can't actually access that portion yet, and sure. You know what, forget it. I'm not even gonna argue with the game anymore. I'm not even sure if I'm supposed to go up there right now or what. I'll get to the other side of that door. Alright, there we go. Jesus Christ. Is this like temporary? Because I get the feeling that it might be. Alright, so there were 2 ways to get off of here, and I did not take the one on the right yet. Well, the one that continues up. Or I'm guessing the way this works is like only one of the rails can be active at a time. Okay, I guess that's a shortcut, but now what? Because I need to get up to and some other place. I guess I need to keep climbing here. I'm sure that if I get hit by one of these things, I die too, by the way. Oh, wait a minute. I need to use this here. There we go. And that takes care of one of these. There's only one of the orbs, so the other one's just not there. Wonder where it could have gone. Look for it elsewhere. Look for it in this place which has preternaturally been marked on your map that you'll know where it is, because of course, why wouldn't it be? Just take a quick shower in the energy, and let's see. There's 2 things left to collect in the resurrection room, even though apparently we've already mapped it out completely. No, we haven't. We can still go slightly to the right of the thing that leads up, I think. So, what we need to find is the fucking hub of teleportation. It's gonna make collecting shit a lot easier, but at least I hope it is. But the problem is we haven't found it yet. Like maybe now one of the things... Hang on a minute, just a throne room... Okay, no, part of it leads to where? Shit, I don't know. Shit, at this point I realize there are like 3 parts of the map over on the right side that aren't accessible from anywhere else, apparently. I don't know what the deal is with those. I guess we gotta backtrack. Guess there's no other place to, or way to do things right now. No other way to do things, as I said. See, they had to have gotten that, like... Assuming they play tested this, which in a lot of parts is kind of hard to believe. They had to have known that that was going to happen at that precise place. And yet they left it in. It didn't make any slight adjustments or anything. Alright, I'm gonna do this, and I'm not gonna stop doing this until I hit the ground. Alright, so... How the fuck am I gonna get all the way back down to the bottom of this place? Can we go this way? Yes, we can. Alright. And then there's this. It looks like we're getting closer to the exit at least. Yeah, whatever. Look, if I thought fighting you was in any way a good idea, maybe it would, but being that this game is this game, I really don't know. Right, so I can't keep going off to the right here, and was this thing here the whole time and I just didn't find it? Well, I found an extra thing here in Resurrection Room, I guess. Oh, this is where I fought the guy, the Demon Lord, or whatever. And these fuckers are, you know, more than one is too many. I don't know. More than zero is too many at this point for me. Alright, there's the final thing that apparently I missed. And Diamond Lord resurrected. That's right about the guy we killed a while ago. The remains of the demon were assembled by the Toy Maker and made into a horrific parody of its former self. Despite the rage that still flows through its new mechanical joints, the beast has learned to control its demonic powers to hunt the souls its master needs in his macabre experiments. And it's not really clear, like, how the Demon Lord ended up like that. Given that the first time you see it in this game is in the prologue being killed by Gabriel. Oh, I guess we're finding new places here. Guess we do have to backtrack. This infernal machine has already taken the lives of too many of my comrades. Must find a way to deactivate it as soon as possible or face the same fate. Someone is coming. Oh, well, rip. This terrible machine is the thing. The Carousel's engine. Well, there you go. Well, I think we were forced to pretty much go past this, the place, the part of this map that we found. That we just found the, what do you call it, scroll in. Couldn't actually find it the first time because you were forced by the cutscene to skip that one particular part. So it wasn't a new place at all, it was just inconvenience. So, okay, now we can access this. Now we can go to the teleportation hub. I hope. Alright, there is no teleportation hub, never mind. There's only... Actually, wait a minute, aren't we in the place that... Okay, no. I was gonna say, aren't we in the place we're supposed to be at right now, which I think we pretty much should be. Since... okay, if we're here right now, yeah, we need to be below where we are. I was kinda confused for a moment because the arrow wasn't accurately reflecting where we're supposed to go. Like there's supposed to be a red arrow telling you, hey, go this way. I guess the game took a minute to realize. Okay, now that we're here we can read about the Wraith. What is the Wraith actually? Always been part of popular folklore as the oldest residence of sinister castles. The presence at the fortress is no coincidence, as within its walls terrible murders were committed that have bound the souls of the victims. The memories of the violent acts committed there, but you'd never actually fight this thing, I don't think. It's just there. It's just like a background event, pretty much. It's like, why even bother? I don't know. Why even let it have its own bestiary entry? Oh well. Whatever. Let's just go get the thing. It's not this way, it's this way. You know, my terrible I don't know if preternatural, but like uncannily consistent stream drowsiness isn't making this any easier. Yeah, you guys are there. Already looted this guy. So now we check below here. Oh. Well, there's something on the other side, but it doesn't look like we can access the other side from the left. Oh, but now that I can double jump, I guess I can actually do something here. Oh boy, apparently the Fleeman stole the blood orb and just stowed it away up here. And now we have both of them. There we go. I think we can go beat this story now. There's pretty much nothing else to be found here except for the... well, for getting all the secrets, I guess, which I guess I'm gonna do. Funny, because I said I was going to. And those, in theory, shouldn't take too much longer than we've already spent on the game, because I get the feeling I might have to like raise the water level or something to, if that's possible, to get whatever the secret over there is. Might not be impossible, you know. Actually, it looks like there's a lever right there for that very purpose. Let me see if I can activate that right now that I have, you know, actually I'm able to access it with my double jump. Yeah, there we go. And don't know if that's going to get rid of the steam traps. Apparently it's not. That sucks, but hey, whatever. I got more hearts that I'm probably not gonna use. Oh. And now we head back over here too. Oh, I was wondering, like, oh, we need the climbing claws for this. That's the thing. We'll get ourselves a new thing of life. There's nothing else over here, and I think with that pretty much don't need a note anymore. Do we have any more notes? We have one over there. I think we need the wolf thing. We pretty much got everything marked from down here that we need to collect. We need that. We need to get couple of more things from here. Apparently 1 thing here and 2 there, which is gonna be a pain, but whatever. Once that is done, we will never have to return here for any reason ever again. Oops, hi. I trust you can see what I mean about the camera lagging behind and that being a problem. Especially when you're trying to like run ahead because you don't care about fighting shit, but then the game decides to try to sandwich you between 2 enemies like that. Alright, so now that I do remember this, now that we've okay, that works I guess. I don't know how we were supposed to avoid damage from the fire there, but hey, whatever. Maybe we weren't, that's why this health upgrade, like, you're gonna get your health back regardless, so it doesn't matter if you take damage as long as you're able to recover it after the fact and survive. I don't know. Oh, okay, thought we were gonna take full damage here. Oh yeah, those fuckers do that. Why? Alright, now we wait for these things to come down. We wait for them to go up, which is the opposite thing. I would have waited for the steam traps to go away, but they take entirely too long to do so, so it doesn't even matter. That's the last thing from here, so let's get the fuck out of here. Oh, okay. Now let's get rid of the note as well. There's no need for it anymore. Try the minecart again. I think there were like harpies that try to attack you when you do this the first time, but apparently they're not gonna come back, which I have no objections to. To get to the thing, I need to just go through this map normally, goddammit. You can see maybe we don't need to go through the whole map because the teleportation thing is nearby, but it's actually not. Not as nearby as I thought it was, at least. It's not actually in this map. Ugh. Why? You know what, fuck you. I'm just gonna go on ahead and leave you hanging. How does that make you feel? What? Why did he jump across? I was just holding up so I could pull up. Oh, whatever. Right, we can't go up that way anymore, I guess. If ever we could, I don't remember if we could, but not like it matters. It's not this way. It's this way, right. So we get everything down here. And now the other thing we have left to do in this story is go get the other extra stuff from the Toy Maker's Workshop stages, which I'm not looking forward to, but we're gonna do it. And then go beat the final boss, and then the only part of the game left to do will be the final third, which is Trevor's story. Which I'm gonna do the next time I stream it, which I don't know if it's gonna be tomorrow or not. Might not be. Might have something better to do tomorrow, I don't know. I don't think I'm doing anything like family-wise. Since I already had 2 family gatherings within the past couple of weeks for Christmas stuff. So I'm probably just gonna be hanging out. Maybe stream something different. Yeah, this is still gonna be the worst. Because I still don't know what the... Oh, where am I now? What the intended course of action is for not dying here. Wait, what? Did I just teleport? Did I just pull an electrical beach right there? Because it kind of looks like I did. Looked. Well, maybe pull an electrical beast, maybe pull an online latency, depending on your interpretation. But this game doesn't even have an online mode, so it's kind of impressive that I would manage to pull off that terrible performance, even as it is. Right, so I want that chest back there. The question is, how do I get to it? And I guess I just found the answer. Alright. Alright, let's see. Let's see how terrible it's gonna be to try and get this in one attempt. Oh, that's how terrible it's gonna be. Alright. See, I knew that something like that was gonna happen because of the fucking R right trigger nonsense. Right, let's start over from all the way back over here. So something I've noticed about this one too, it's like it alternates between being off and I'm just gonna ignore you. Alternates between being off and like sapping 2 times quickly or 2 times continuously with a very, very small pause in between and then having a longer pause. Which is very tricky and deceptive, which is why I'm getting hit by it every time before that. I hadn't even noticed that to be the case, right? My finger is nowhere near the right trigger right now. Fortunately, it seems like it will have to. Okay, never mind. what if you get all the way over here and you don't have magic? What then? What's then, game? Right, hopefully that saves, and even if I die now, I don't have to do this again. I mean, so it saves regardless, but I mean... Right, I'm somehow not dead. And apparently there's still one more thing to collect here in this terrible, terrible room. Just need to figure out exactly where it is. I almost fell right off there and died. Almost did it again. I'm just kind of wondering, like, how exactly the magnetism works with the... Well, I didn't really do anything there, but... I guess the animation bobbed a little too hard to the left. And, oh, it starts me here. God damn it. That is... terrible. Are you forcing me to do this from this point now? You know, apparently, even if you move to the edge, you don't fall off. You have to press down and A to actually fall off. So, just makes an even greater mystery of how the fuck I fell before, because I definitely didn't press that. Oh well, whatever. Okay, I think I see what I'm supposed to do to find this other secret in this room. Just gotta wait for that thing to come back down. So yeah. Did you get any Christmas candy? I got like 3 goodie bags. One of them was full of spicy stuff. It was great. Okay, so I think it thought when that happens, like I just snapped something and then fall off immediately. I think it thinks I pressed right trigger twice, but in reality I only tried to press it once, but I guess it registered it twice. As twice. Because the, you know, the R2 button on the PS4 controller is finicky like that. Alright, there we go. I'm not touching it right now. I'm just touching the left half of the controller. There we go. Well, actually, wait a minute. Before I keep going here, here's the problem. There's one more secret in this place, and apparently that was not even the place. This is a problem. You know what, I'm just gonna stay on this platform and see if it goes up any higher than it did for me to get on the rail there. Like, maybe there's a secret further up. Yeah, apparently that's it. There we go. Or what? Okay, I did not realize I was, like, aligned with the platform. I thought it was further in the background and it wouldn't hit me. Be quite honest with you. Right, come on. Okay, I guess I have to do this because I don't see what else. Yeah, you don't even see like the shiny platforms that let you know that you can hang on the ledges until you get close, which bothers me. Right, is this thing gonna do the same shit? Nope, it's gonna do it even worse. It now saps like it's like 2 small breaks in between the continuous saps. It's even more deceptive. Under my feet lies the toy maker's main workshop. He works without rest from place to place, fixing puppets, mixing potions, and drawing magic seals and wards. When he finishes one of his creations, he usually lets out a deep evil laugh. Wonder if we're gonna hear that ever. Alright, so is this gonna kill me? I hope so, because I see no other way out of here. Yep. And I bet you it's gonna start me off like right at the corpse, right where I was 2 seconds ago. Yep. There. Jesus fucking Christ. Who designed that? Like, whose idea was it? Like, let's shape the player by having these intervals set up in a very tricky and unpredictable way. That'll be a lot of fun. Right, so I don't actually want to go to the right. No, actually, I want to go to the left. I want to go to the right. I do want to go to the right. I said the opposite of what I meant. Isn't it wonderful when you do that? Also, I think I feel my throat drying up. That's not good. Right, camera, please catch up. We're not staying back there. You know whose idea was it to make it last like 3 full seconds before repeating the cycle, or starting off rather, not really repeating the cycle. Well, bye. Alright, and here's the final room that we need to collect shit from still. Let's see where it is. It's out of sight, that's where it is, but apparently there's only one thing to collect, which is better than multiple things. I would make my feelings of not okayness for this game get even worse, right? Oh well, there it is, right there. I guess before I drop down to collect it, let's fill out that part of the map, and now that I have, now we can actually... Macabre Puppet Unleashed, oh boy. Wonder what that could be about. Some puppets have been released from their masters and attack their enemies with random abandon, even though you can't tell them apart really from the other puppets, except from their coloration, I guess. Freedom of movement enabled them to spin around like tops, executing quick charge against their targets, even though, you know, pretty sure the regular puppets also did that. So I don't know why they're, like, separate. Maybe they're separate to create the illusion of variety. That might be it. You know, that might be the case, just saying. Right, come on, I just wanted to leave the room, but it was not to be. Where's he gonna put me now? Is he gonna put me at the, oh, okay, that's not so bad. So now all I gotta do is get back up there to the throne room, and with any luck that should pretty much be it, since I already have both the blood orbs and not both, but all of the other stuff that I set out to find, and I am being thrown off by how absurdly long these sap times are on these things. Oh boy, it would have been great if I had been killed by this thing. Alright, I will take a healing font any minute now. Come on. You know, I can see there's a grapple point up there. You're not gonna let me use it, are you? Well, fuck it, I guess might as well use this then. And die anyway. Alright, so healing with nothing. Good to know. There, Jesus Christ, so you need to immediately do that. You had any hope of actually using that, and well, now that I have, might as well just just ignore that. I don't know what I was trying to say there. But, yeah. Oh, what the fuck am I actually? I just now realized that I didn't need to use the teleportation there. Just need to keep moving up, and there is no teleportation that will bring me any closer to where I have to go now faster, so... Nope, gonna have to take the long way up. Let's just hurry up and do it then. Well, the way up looks like it's right over here, at least to the next map. The next couple of maps, at least, I think are just gonna be like, just rooms with not really anything in them. Yeah. There used to be a boss here, it's gone now. Well, you can see the strings fade off, that's a different level of... or that's a different sort of odd special effects malfunction. Alright, we're almost there, we just have to get to the top of this fucking place again. Yeah, bye. Alright, I need to jump up here, so please excuse me. There we go. Thanks for removing yourself from my way. I appreciate it. Let's see. I think both exits that are on top of this place are good. I think they both should lead to the same map. So if I go up here, yeah, we should end up at the same place. And Jesus Christ. And find it littered with bullshit, but regardless, you can just skip right past it, I guess. So I shouldn't complain too much. That's pretty much all I've been doing now. Not that I'm in the drowse state, which for some reason is it peaks at around 9 PM for me, and then the rest of it is just it slowly dies down, which seems like the opposite of how it should go, but I don't know, the human brain is stupid. So we got your blood orbs. There's one of them. Just gonna play the same little fanfare for both halves of this. And now the gate is open. I wonder what could be in there. Already know.
Cannot be.
Good of you to join us, Alucard.
Father.
Boy, that face.
It's been a long time.
It seems fate has given me a second chance. I have come to finish what I started.
I know why you have come. I had hoped you would stand with me, son. Hope that you would understand why I must destroy the Brotherhood.
Understand.
Remaking this world.
Join you.
Oh boy, that's a line from Symphony 2.
Made me a monster. Father, you made me like you. A creature that thirsts for blood, filled with hatred. You should have let me die that night.
No matter. It all ends now.
Let him go. This is between me and you.
He is a Belmont. I will not suffer that bloodline to live any longer.
Well, I mean... But yeah, that, when he says, join me in remaking this world, that's another line that was lifted from Symphony, the speech he gives before the final battle in that game. But anyway, the time for the final boss of the Alucard story, which is fighting Dracula together with Simon, who's an AI guy. Is this fratricide? I don't know. If you mean killing the father, it would be patricide, I think. Fratricide is killing a brother or a sibling. And killing a child is filicide. These are good words to know. So I forget exactly how this works. Oh, okay, now we're just soloing the guy. Oh, okay. And he still has like the dark, well, he has a dark version of the whip, I guess. Seems kind of fitting, considering. Just need to remember the moves, I guess. Oh, that fucking Superman glide is what gets me every time, because it happens too quickly. Oh, but it checkpointed me here, I guess, at least. Okay, so he jumps like that, he's either gonna do the glide, or he's gonna like... he's gonna throw his, or stomp down and do the shockwaves. And when I can't see him because he's off screen, then I don't know what he's gonna do. Oh, okay. Well, let's use this, I guess. It's probably a good idea. Right, so now what? Oh boy.
Deal with him, Alucard.
Apparently Simon has entered Dark Berserker mode. Oh, and we can't actually do it.
I won't fight against you.
Oh yeah, we can't actually fight, like, the
Release your anger.
attack button does nothing. That's the thing. Oh, so we have to do this instead, I guess.
Do you need my help?
I think it's fine. Really. Do I need to do this? Maybe? I don't know.
Fights well, don't you think?
Well, I'm trying to do the synchronized blocks, that's what it requires me to do, I guess. There we go. Do I just have to do this repeatedly, or do I do something with the magic that I get? Oh, there we go.
You're pathetic.
Oh, alright then. She's gonna stop, there we go. Just gonna watch her while that happens, or not.
You can't kill them.
No, alright. That shiny was for the strong whip attack. Thought he was gonna stomp or something, like he did there. Oh, okay. He can like sweep you in for a combo like that, even though I never did that before. Yeah. Oh, okay, you can escape from that, I guess. But, oh, or block it. That works too, I suppose. Here, if I weren't button mashing, I wouldn't know that these things worked. It's not really the best way to encourage this discovery. I think. There we go, well, not all my health back, actually. I barely got any health back from using all my magic, but at least I got some health back. This is working out, I guess. Kind of.
No, Simon! It must be you!
Oh, must it? Alright then. Well, that was a sudden way to go.
This is not how a vampire is supposed to die. What do you mean?
Oh yeah, this guy. Wonder what his deal is.
My father, it's all I have of him.
Your father gave you that without knowing its true power. As long as you wear it, you will not be able to decide or act entirely for yourself. Your actions will be guided, manipulated. Do you think you are here entirely of your own free will? Let it go. It doesn't belong to you. Just as it did not belong to your father.
Well, where did he get it, though? I don't remember if they clarified that or not. I vaguely remember what it's supposed to be. And,
Tell me now who you
I do vaguely fail to remember if they clarified that or not. Not who he is, but what the mirror thing is. You know, the Mirror of Fate, the title of the game. So yeah, that was Alucard. And the final act of the game is Trevor, who is the first chronological act of the game, I guess, not counting the prologue.
That's your father's, Simon. Please, leave it. It's not a toy. Why has the Brotherhood waited until now to tell you this?
I don't know. I suspect they believed he would not return. It must be me, Cypher. It can be no other. You understand that, don't you? For the honor of my own family, I cannot live with this shame. I must protect you and Simon from this. I must avenge my mother.
Oh yeah. He's Gabriel's son, aka Dracula, doesn't realize it yet. Or no, he does realize it, never mind. The one who doesn't know that he has a son is Gabriel.
It is said it comes from a magical mirror, capable of showing your past and true fate. Though it has never shown me anything, perhaps one day, my son, it will reveal something of yours.
But how did he get it? I don't really understand.
Keep it and always carry it with you, Simon.
Like the Brotherhood people give it to him.
If I have not returned by dawn, take the boy and leave this place far behind. Take to the forest. Do not look for me.
Come back to us, my love.
Oh, there you go. Complete the game at 100% to unlock a secret. Unfortunately, I will, but not right now. I'm going to retreat to the main menu. Actually, yeah, the main menu. I was going to say I can exit the game directly, but might as well check the crap I unlocked on that file. What is he doing here, waiting for you? Family meeting. And all the rest. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 cinematics to unlock. I forget if one of those is like the true ending or whatever. I can guess the true ending is a thing that exists. I don't remember. Look, I have 4 levels left to unlock. 68%. It's more than 66%, which would be 2/3, and there's 1/3 left. That's a good sign. Alright, let's not play the game. Actually, we have to get into the fucking file to exit the game, don't we? Oh, there we go. Going to the movies, well, it was, the movies were not great. So, yeah, that was that. And there's only one more part of the game left, so... So I'll be doing that eventually, probably within the next few days. And when I do, I'll just be beating the game, and then there will only be one game that will actually not be quite as lackluster as this one. The only game left in the marathon will be Lords of Shadow 2, which will probably take a little longer, but hey. See if I can get it done by the end of January, I guess. I probably will be able to do that. As long as I don't, like, end up doing a bunch of other different stuff. But I don't know if that's gonna be, like, if I'm gonna be finishing this game tomorrow or not, because I don't know if I'm gonna be doing something else tomorrow. Who knows? Or anything at all stream related for that matter. But yeah, until then, until whenever then is that I end up streaming again, I will see you. Yes, the need to access the file in order to quit the game because it needs your credit card information. I don't know. Can't leave without that gift. So I thank everybody for coming, like always. Thanks for chatting. Always great whenever people chat, and I will see you as soon as I figure out which of these songs to play. That I forget if I even was playing Castlevania for music for this game. So I'll play this. Forgot how it goes, but good enough, fitting enough, apropos. So yeah, bye.